Welcome to Creative Cooking. Today we're going to make blueberry pancakes and a homemade syrup that you've probably never had before. So let's get started with that syrup. You're going to start with 2 cups of dark brown sugar in a saucepan. Go ahead and add about a cup of water. For a slightly thicker syrup, use a little bit less than 1 cup. You'll allow that to simmer for 5 to 7 minutes, stirring occasionally. We just want to make sure that the sugar dissolves. And then after that, you're going to add in 1 stick of butter. Now I'm using salted butter. You can use unsalted butter if you wish, but I think the salt makes a difference in this. So try it both ways. And also add some vanilla extract. We're only going to put in about 1/4 teaspoon. But that opens up a whole lot of possibilities, like different extracts. But we'll cover that in a separate video. Once that's all dissolved, just set it aside and get going on the pancake mix. We're making our own with 2 cups of all-purpose flour. To that, we're going to be adding some sugar, some baking powder, some salt, and some baking soda. The quantities are on the video itself, and you can find them in the description below. Now this is something that you can do well in advance, not only for today's pancakes, but for future pancakes. Instead of buying a mix, make your own. Then all you'll have to do is add the eggs, the oil, and then finally the milk. It's important also that you beat the eggs in advance, because one thing we don't want to do is overwork the batter. So you'll make a small well in the center of that, pour in your eggs, and you could actually pour in the milk now as well. But I like adding liquid ingredients slowly, especially in the beginning, because I don't want that flour flying around all over the place. And that's just my preference. You do it whatever way works best for you. If you were making buttermilk pancakes, you'd be adding buttermilk in place of whole milk. As for flavoring, you can add vanilla extract. You could also add almond extract. Think of the possibilities. And then when mixing the batter, you'll be doing part stirring and part folding. And the idea is just to get everything wet. You'll notice that there are a lot of lumps. Don't worry about the lumps. This will sit and rest for 10 to 15 minutes before it ever hits a frying pan. And now back to the syrup. I want to point something out to you. Do you see those little white things that are sort of floating around at the top? Those are the milk solids that basically coagulate and stick together. You can eliminate those by just simply putting it through a strainer. And another thing to bear in mind with this syrup is that this syrup is intended to be warm. Because we're using butter fats, they will solidify, especially in the refrigerator. So any leftover syrup, just store it in the refrigerator and then mix it up real good, break up the butter fats, and then warm it up. And this stuff is great on just about anything. As for the blueberries, you'll want to make sure you remove those little stems. This was a nice package of blueberries that I bought on sale. Maybe they were on sale because of the stems, or maybe that's because of the way they come out. I'm not exactly sure. When you put them in, just fold them into the batter. Again, trying not to overwork the batter or bruise your beautiful blueberries. And what I have here is a non-stick skillet, but I still like to apply a very thin coat of vegetable oil before I fry. And I'm also using a 1/4 cup measure for consistency. This griddle will allow me to make anywhere from 6 to 8 pancakes of this size. And you'll also notice that batter is very thick, and that's intentional, because we want these to be thick, fluffy pancakes. We also want it to be thick enough to completely surround those blueberries. When you start to see little bubbles forming over the top, it's time to flip. I think it's true what they say that butter makes everything better. And pancakes, well, that's par for the course. So even though our syrup is made with butter, I always put a little more on there, right? Because it does make it better. If you have some leftover blueberries or some raspberries or something like that, go ahead and scatter them around the plate before you put on the syrup. It looks nice and it tastes great. So I hope you enjoyed this video. And don't forget to join us each week for more great videos made for people who like to cook. Until then, bon appetit.